If you've been searching how to pay off debt, save money, or even start investing, listen up. I was over £120,000 in debt, and I'm talking credit cards, loans, even my mortgage. But today I am debt free. I've built savings and I'm investing to make my money work for me instead of me always working for money. So how did that happen? It wasn't overnight, and I made 3 big money mistakes that kept me broke for years. Mistake number 3 nearly ruined me. But before we get there, let's start with the first one. If you're new here, my name's Harriet, the Freedom Finance Coach, and I help people save money, pay off debt, and invest with confidence. And every single week I share lessons from my own journey because I have lived it. If you want real, relatable money advice, hit subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. So mistake number 1, ignoring the numbers. If you've ever wondered why your debt doesn't seem to shrink, this is why. I used to avoid my banking app, I used to shove unopened bills in the drawers, and I used to pretend that everything was fine. But the debt did not go away, it just got worse. And the stress, that was just really crushing at times. So here is the truth. You cannot change what you don't face. The day that I finally sat down and added up all of my numbers, believe me, it was painful. However, it was the starting point for me. And if you've been hiding from your numbers, you need to stop, because facing them isn't the end, it is actually the beginning. So quick question for you. Do you track your money every single month, or are you still avoiding it? Drop a comment below and let me know. Mistake number 2, throwing money at debt without a strategy. If you've ever Googled how to pay off debt fast, you've probably seen all of the different hacks. I tried them all. One month I'd overpay, then the next month I'll start going back to minimum payments, and I told myself that I was trying, but to be fair, the reality was I was just paying interest to the banks. It's like running on a treadmill, you're sweating, you're exhausted, but you're not getting anywhere. And what finally changed was creating a structured system, not just random efforts, and that is what actually helped me move forward. Mistake number 3. Believing budgeting was restrictive. That's what nearly ruined me. I thought a budget meant punishment, no fun, no freedom. So I resisted it, I ran away. But the result was, what happened? I overspent, I had no savings. And when I had an emergency, it just felt like an absolute disaster. And I was just stuck in that paycheck to paycheck cycle. So here is what I learned. Budgeting is not about restriction, it is about control. And if you've ever searched for budgeting tips and felt like they don't work, it's because you haven't seen budgeting as freedom. The moment I shifted my mindset, that is when my whole financial life changed. But here is the real turning point. For years, I thought that being debt-free would be the finish line. But the truth, it was actually the starting point for me. Real financial freedom comes when your money starts working for you instead of you always working for your money. And that's when I moved to paying off debt, to saving, and then to investing. And once I started investing, everything changed for me, because my money that I invested actually began to grow without me having to hustle and work harder. And I want you to hear this. I didn't do this with a 6-figure salary. I did it on an average income, just like many of you who are watching me now. The difference was not luck. It wasn't fancy tricks. It was having a step-by-step system, and that system became my Freedom Finance Toolkit, and it's now helping so many others too. People who thought they would never save are now building emergency funds. People who thought debt would take decades to clear are finally seeing light at the end of the tunnel. So if you're ready to stop making mistakes and start taking control, check out the Freedom Finance Toolkit. You'll find the link in the description, and it's the exact system that I used to pay off over £120,000 worth of debt, including my home, and I'm now debt-free, I've got savings, and I'm now investing. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips to help you save money, get out of debt, and invest, and get your money working for you instead of you always working for your money. And in next week's video, I'm going to share about the biggest mindset shift that helped me break free out of the debt cycle. So make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss it.